What's up YouTube? It's your girl Yoga Babiyala here with a new YouTube video. We're going to go ahead and continue our 3-week intro to yoga series. Last week we started with class 1 featuring the basics. Hope you enjoyed that sequence and that you left me some comments on how you felt after. Today we're going to be getting into hip openers and forward folds. All you're going to need today is one yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, you can always use kind of like an encyclopedia book or some big ass Harry Potter book. We'll go ahead and get started here, and I'll see you right back on the mat in a hot second. Welcome back, family. We're going to go ahead and start in a child's pose. So go ahead and come onto the knees. Sit bones are going to come to the heels, and you're going to extend the arms long to the front of your mat. Drop the third eye or the forehead to the mat here, or if you can get the chin to the mat, I invite you to do so. Now, if child's pose, this posture is not comfortable for you, feel free to drape it forward, come to a Hatha puppy dog pose with the hips stacked right on top of the knees and the arms extended, opening up through the shoulder girdle, relaxing the third eye or the chin to the mat. I'm going to come back to my child's pose. That feels comfortable for you, but if you need to, you can always come to puppy dog. Now go ahead and open up the knees wide so that the belly splays in between the legs, and you can just completely relax here. We'll just start with some breathing, 360-degree breathing, lengthening the breath in the torso between the side body ribs, so between the obliques, the low belly, as well as through the heart and the shoulder girdle. And just expanding the breath 360 degrees throughout the torso and the body. And continue to relax and release here, keeping the breath long. Allow the breath to draw into the nostrils and then exhale intentionally out of the nostrils, awakening Ujjayi Pranayama. Try not to get too caught up in the thoughts, although if they do come, that's completely fine. Just draw your attention back to your breath and really feel the sensation of the body. That's going to help you to experience more of an embodied practice. And a few more rounds of breath here. On the inhale, I'm going to ripple it up. I'm going to come to my tabletop position, hands and knees. I'm going to drag my knees back, and I'm going to extend my heart forward as I lower onto the belly. My arms are going to open wide like a T, like two little Superman arms here. And I'm going to begin to roll to my left side body. I'm not going to move my left hand. My left hand's going to stay extended. You're going to drag your right hand in and roll onto your left side. You're going to stack your right foot right on top of the left, and you're going to relax the head and neck down. Now you'll see what this looks like on the other side, but my hand is still extended out just like it was when we started. And I'm going to just open up my shoulder girdle here. So this is a deep stretch within my chest. If it's too much, I want you to draw the hand down to the glute. Not completely, just draw it down to about maybe 7 o'clock. Continue to hold and breathe here. You're using this right hand as an anchor, so the more I push in and away, the more of a stretch I'm getting, the more I draw myself forward, the more I'm drawing out. So you can use this hand to kind of draw you in and out of the posture depending on how you feel. And then we'll take it to the opposite side. You're going to roll onto the belly, and you're going to extend the right hand out. I'm dragging my left hand in, and I'm rolling onto my right side. I'm stacking my left leg on top of the right, same thing here. Notice my right hand is extended out. I'm not dropping it down here because there's no stretch here. If you need to and you're feeling too much tension in the shoulder, I invite you to draw it down to about 4 o'clock. Notice that my hand, my palm is still rooted into the earth. It's taking that pressure out, but I'm not completely just dropping my hand down to my glute. Now for me, I feel pretty open, so I'm going to extend my hand back out. I'm going to hold here for a breath. On the inhale, I'm going to come right back onto my belly, and I'm going to extend my arms long, relax my shoulders down. My chin's going to come to the mat. And then from here, I'm going to keep the fronts of my feet rooted and lift my heart, lift my head, and lift my hands. I'm just opening up through the chest here. Continue to hold. One more breath. Keep the fronts of the feet rooted. Lift the heart, lift the head, lift the hands. Exhale. Relax. Draw everything into the mat here. And one more. I'm going to lift my heart. On the inhale, I'm going to lift my head, and I'm going to extend my arms to fly. This time I'm picking up my feet. So I'm just building up some heat, lifting everything. Keep it controlled. Draw the inner thighs towards one another. Continue to hold here. One more breath. Exhale. I'm going to lower. I'm going to drag my hands on the outsides of the chest. Root the fronts of my feet into the mat, and inhale. Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Little to no weight in the hands. I'm lifting here. Drawing my tailbone down, extending my eye gaze forward so I'm not straining through my neck. Relaxing my shoulders down. Exhale, my chin's going to kiss the mat. I'm going to rise tabletop. Hands and knees. You're going to round the hands into the earth here, and I want you to find a lateral rotation in the shoulders. So notice the difference in what my body's doing here. I'm sinking my head and neck in between my shoulder blades. And if I come up into any position here, this is going to really cause a lot of tension and discomfort. So push the hands into the earth and find a little bit of an opening through the back of the shoulder blades. Notice that difference, how I have all this space in the back of my heart. My low belly is still drawn in, and I'm going to tuck my toes. I'm going to find my first down dog, and I'm going to try to retain the space in between my shoulders here. Go ahead and lift the knees here. First down dog, just see how it feels. So down dog is also a form of a forward fold. We won't be here for too long. I want you to just notice how it feels in the hamstrings, in the calves, and in the hands. Notice where the shoulders are. Try to relax them down and back. Continue to hold here. One more breath. And on the next inhalation, just walk the feet towards the hands. Our first forward fold. You're going to take your block here and keep it at mid-distance, so it's not all the way high, but it's not on the flatter side. It can go mid-distance. The hands are going to rope around either sides of the blocks. Draw your block somewhat forward and retain, or try to find the hips stacked right on top of your heels. So notice I'm not back here. My hips are drawn forward, so they're stacked right on top of my ankles. I'm feeling this in my hamstrings, and I'm relaxing my head and neck down. This is my forward fold. On the inhale, I'm going to root and ground my hands into the block, and I'm going to extend my heart for my halfway lift. I'm going to drop my belly button. Exhale once again. I'm coming right back to my forward fold, extending through the legs. So my legs are completely long. If you need to, and the hamstrings are tight, you can bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Relax the head and the neck. Now from here, you're going to bend the knees. And you're going to drape the body up. Hands are going to circle sweep up and over the heavens. Palms are going to touch. And then exhale, Tadasana. Hands are going to rest alongside the body. Go ahead and grab your block. And position it right in between your inner thigh on the skinniest distance. So you can see what this looks like. Skinniest distance. And I'm drawing it nice and close to my groin. This is going to help me protect my lumbar spine, my low back. So You're going to draw your left hand to your groin, right hand to the low back, and draw your tailbone down. Feel how the groin grows into the hand and suction that block with your inner thigh. So feel yourself hug that block. You're really going and lengthening the body, but you're also protecting your lumbar spine. Now I'm going to draw my hands up and over again. And I'm going to exhale, cactus my arms. I'm going to lengthen my heart, drop my shoulders, and find a back bend. Extending my heart up to the heavens, but I'm hugging my block. And that's helping protect my low back. Try to relax those shoulders a little bit more. One more breath. Inhale, hands come high to the heavens. And exhale. Forward fold. You're going to take that block from underneath you. Don't drop it like me. And forward fold. The block's going to come right on that wide distance. Forward fold. Either part of the hands are holding the block. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Now from here, you're just going to step your right leg back. So you're in a lunge. You're going to take your block, put it on the flattest that it can go, and root your right hand into the block. Your left hand's going to come to your low back, and you're going to drop your left knee. And inhale, lift the heart, find that halfway lift, and then exhale, twist. And continue to hold here. Lengthening here. Exhale, lower the left hand, tuck the back right toe, right knee rises. Drop your right heel and pivot your left toe towards the center of your mat. Wide-legged forward fold. So another version of a forward fold. Draw your block, midway distance, hands on either side, halfway lift, extend your heart forward. Exhale, fold. Make sure those hips are stacked right on top of the knees. You're going to do one more of those. Pour it forward. Inhale, halfway lift, open up through the chest. Relax the shoulders down and back. Exhale, fold, drop everything down. Feel that stretch right in the hamstrings. And then inhale, pivot to the back of your mat. So pivoting your right toes to the back of the mat, and you're coming on the ball of your left toes. You're going to drop your mat or your block flat, root the left hand, and drop your left knee. Right hand comes to the low back, palm facing into the body. Inhale, halfway lift. Just like you did, extend the heart, and then exhale, twist from here. Eye gaze twists up to the heavens. Make sure your right knee is directly over the ankle at all times. And continue to hold. One more breath. Exhale, lower the right hand. Tuck the back left toe again. Left knee rises. Drop the left heel. Pivot the right toe in. Bring your block with you. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Getting deep in the hamstrings. Inhale, pivot and lunge back to the front of your mat. Block comes with you. Pivot those left toes. You're on the ball of your back right toe now. Take your block to the front of the mat and step your right leg to meet its sibling, your back, in a traditional forward fold, Uttanasana. You're going to draw your hands on either side to the block and inhale, halfway lift, extending the heart. So I'm not finding that cat spine. I'm drawing my heart down and I'm extending my eye gaze forward. See how my spine and my back is long, and then exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, I'm going to micro bend my knees again. I'm going to draw my hands up and over. Palms are going to touch, and then I'm going to draw the hands back into Tadasana. So we're coming right back to the top of the mat, right where we started. On the inhale, hands come high again, and then exhale, cactus. Now this time I'm not going to use my block, but I'm going to still retain Uddiyana Bandha. Tailbone down as if my block is there, drawing my inner thighs to midline. And then lift my heart, keep my low belly and my low back engaged and protected. Open up my chest. I'm going to feel that stretch deep in my belly. And one more breath. Inhale, my hands are going to climb high. And exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Taking it all the way down with my block. Inhale, halfway lift. Root my hands, extend my arms, and extend my heart. Drop my belly button. Exhale, I'm going to fold. And on the next inhale, I'm going to step my left leg back this time, so opposite side. I'm going to take my block where my left foot would be. I'm going to root my left hand into the block, and I'm going to drop my left knee down. My right hand's going to come to my low back. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, I'm going to fold. Twisting and looking over my right shoulder. And I'm rooting my left hand into the block and lifting and twisting from there. Exhale, I'm going to lower my right hand. I'm going to tuck my back left toe. I'm going to pick up my left knee. I'm going to drop my left heel and pivot my right toe in, wide-legged forward fold. So same thing we did on the opposite side. Hi guys. Inhale, halfway lift. Make sure those hips are stacked right on top of the knees, so draw yourself forward, then exhale, fold, feel that stretch deep in the hamstrings. One more, inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Pivot and lunge to the top of your mat, so pivot the left toe. Come on the ball of the right toe. Root your block where your right foot would be and root your right hand into the block. Push your right hand into the block, lift the heart, drop the back right knee. Left hand comes to the low back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, twist. Look over the left shoulder. Relax the shoulder down and back. Continue to hold. Exhale, lower the left hand. Tuck the back right toe. Right knee rises. Inhale, drop the right heel. Pivot the left toes in. Wide-legged Prasarita, forward fold. Grab your block. Inhale, halfway lift with your block. Root those hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lunge to the top of your mat. And step your left leg forward gently. To meet its sibling, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift on your block. Hips stacked over the heels. I can't express that enough. Relax the shoulders down and back. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, micro bend the knees. Drape the body up, so bending those knees is going to protect the joints. Hands come high. Exhale, cactus the arms. This time you're going to cactus the arms. The hands are going to drape all the way back down, and they're going to come into a fist behind you. So interlace your fingers, create a fist. Push your fist into the earth. Notice how my heart is extending up to the heavens. Eye gaze drawing up to the heavens. Take a deep inhale. Hold for the exhale. On the inhale, I'm going to draw my chin to my chest. I'm going to bend my knees and I'm going to pour it forward fold. From here, I'm going to extend the fists up to the heavens. Open up the shoulder girdles. Got a little cold I'm recovering from, y'all. Exhale, release the hands. And this time, step the right leg back, right knee drops. Take your block, where your right foot would be, root your hand. And this time, modify revolve twist. Inhale, left hands are going to come high to the heavens. So notice we're not drawing the hand to the low back. This time we're extending it, staying lifted and drawing your left inner thigh midline. Continue to hold. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, pour the hand back like you're going to grab the foot. Where you're going to lift the back foot up and reach forward, but you're not going to grab it. Continue to hold here. 2 rounds of breath. Inhale for 1. And exhale. Give me 1 more breath. Inhale for 2. And exhale, slowly release the foot. Root the left hand on the outside of the left foot. Tuck the back right toe. Right knee rises. Inhale, left hand comes high. Modified revolve twist, or full revolve twist. Now we're doing it with that leg completely lifted. Continue to hold, give me one more breath. Exhale, lower the left hand. Drop the right heel, pivot the left toe in. Your block is coming with you. It goes everywhere with you. Hands root on the outside of the block. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Feel that stretch deep in the hamstrings. Forward fold. Drape it all the way down. Let it release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pivot and lunge. Back of the mat. Right foot roots. You're on the ball of your back left toe. You're going to hold here. Root your block where your foot would be. And then drop the left knee. Same thing, opposite side. Root the left hand. And inhale, revolve. Modify revolve twist. Right hand comes high this time. Continue to hold. Exhale, pour the hand back as if you're going to grab the foot, but you're not grabbing it. You're extending it up. Hold here, 2 rounds of breath. Inhale for 1. And exhale. Give me 1 more breath. Inhale for 2. Exhale, lower the foot with control. Root the right hand on the outside of the right foot. Tuck your back left toe. Left knee rises. Full revolve twist. Right hand. Circle sweeps and comes up to the heavens. Drop those hips. Relax the shoulder down and back. 1 more breath here. Deep inhale for 1. And exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Lower the right hand. Drop the left heel. Pivot the right toe in. Lift that block up. Inhale. Halfway lift. And exhale. Fold. 1 more of those. Inhale. Halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, bring it forward. And exhale, lunge. Pivot the left toe. Come onto the ball of the back, right toe, and Uttanasana. Step it forward. Right foot comes to meet its sibling. Forward fold. Hips stacked over the heels. Extend the heart. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, drape everything down, soften the elbows, soften the elbows. So you can't forward fold and be here with bent elbows. Completely surrender, relax everything down. Inhale, micro bend the knees. Circle sweep those palms up and over. Palms come to touch for a moment and then they open up, cactus the arms, open up the chest, drape the hands straight back behind you. They come behind you in a fist. Root the fist behind you, tailbone draws down, heart lifts up, shoulders relax, extend. Exhale, chin comes to the chest, micro bend the knees and pour it forward. Fold, fist, extend to the heavens, open up through the shoulder girdle. You can bend in the knees if the hamstrings are still tight. Exhale, release the hands and lower. Or step the right knee back and step the right leg back and drop the right knee. Now I'm coming into my lizard variation. So I'm going to heel toe my left foot out to the left hand corner of my mat. So my hands are on the inside of my left foot. I'm going to drag my right knee back. I'm in my lizard variation, deep hip opener here. You're going to take your block parallel to the top of the mat. Drop it as flat as it can go. And then you're going to draw your right forearm onto your block and capture the front of your right foot like a cuff and hold here. 3 rounds of breath. Keep hugging that left foot in, or knee in midline, so draw it into the body as if it's pushing into your left arm. So we want that contraction here. eccentric contraction of the body drawing in. 2 more breaths. Drop into your breath here. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Release the right hand. Now I want you to remember that if dropping onto the block on the right forearm is too much, you can stay lifted right here. This is pretty deep. So you can stay right here. You don't have to drop the forearm down on the block. Or you can draw the block higher so you have more height when you drop that forearm. So choose your own adventure. Go ahead and remove that block. Tuck your back. Left toe, left knee rises. Take your block, root it on the inside of the foot, and left hand comes high. Modified, revolve twist. We've been here, but notice the difference in the hip. So there's more space there. Exhale, lower the left hand. Drop the right heel, pivot the left toe in. Wide-legged forward fold. Drape that heart. Now notice also here in your forward fold, we've done these a few times, you might have a more space in your hamstrings to really drop your heart forward. You might even be able to let go of your block. You might not need that additional height or protection. So see if you can release the block, draw your hands to the earth, and really get deep into the hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift, extend the heart. Exhale, forward fold, drape it down. And let's pivot and lunge to the back of our mat. Pivot and lunge to the back of the mat. Take your block with you. And pivot on the ball of the back left toe. This time the left knee drops. You're going to heel toe the right toe or the right foot out so that the inside of the right hand is on the inside of the right leg. Basically heel toe your right foot out to the right edge corner of your mat. Hands come on the inside of the right foot. I'm all fucking gibberish, y'all, right now, but you understand me. I'm going to drag my left knee back. I'm in my lizard variation. I'm going to invert my block so it's parallel to my mat. Or the long edges, it's flat. I'm going to hold here. Great opportunity to decide, do I want to put my damn left forearm on this block or am I too tight in my hips? So you can decide here, you can stay right here. You're going to draw your right shin in midline. So I don't want to see, I can't really see, but through the camera, I can see you. You don't want to draw that right knee out. Push it in towards your right forearm. Keep that contraction. Decide if you want to stay here or drop that left forearm and just cuff the front of your left or the right or the front of your right ankle with your left hand. And you got 3 breaths here. Keep the breath long. Inhale for 1. And exhale. Inhale for 2. And exhale. Inhale for 3. And exhale, release. Oh my God, that feels so good. My psoas. My psoas get so tight, y'all. Tuck that back. Left toe. Heel toe the right foot in so that the right hand is now back on the outside of the right foot. Just invert your block. It's still flat. Left hand roots. Left knee rises. Revolve, twists. Right hand comes high. Hold here for breath. Inhale for 2. Just sink into those hips. Root through the left hand, extend through the right hand. Exhale, lower the right hand. Drop your left heel. Pivot the right toe in, wide-legged Prasarita forward fold. You might need or you might notice you don't need your block here. Check it out. Inhale, halfway lift. My hips are stacked over my heels. Exhale, forward fold up. My hamstrings are so open, I can release my block. And you're going to hold here, pour the heart forward. Maybe the crown of my head comes to my block. And I just kind of camp out here. And then my hands can come to my ankles, my heels, or my shins. Whichever you can reach that's accessible and comfortable for you. We're going to just hang out here for a moment. and release. Inhale, bring it up, halfway lift. Extend, extend with that heart. And then exhale. Lunge to the top of your mat. You can take that block with you. Use it as an extension of your hand. And lunge, or excuse me, Uttanasana, forward fold. Right foot comes to meet its sibling. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice long extended spine, heart, shoulders relax down and back. Hips stacked over the knees. Potentially might have just a small little micro bend in the knees, and then exhale, Uttanasana. Softness in the knees, head and neck relax, forward fold. Nothing holds up. You just release everything down. Inhale, halfway lift. I'm going to remove my block, and I'm going to root my hands. I'm going to step my right leg back, left leg back, my second down dog of the practice. And really feel this down dog. So much more space. In the hamstrings, the heels are pressing down, the shoulders might be relaxed a little bit more. So those forward folds and those hip flexors, or those hip openings really create so much space in our down dog. And we're going to hold here for a breath. One more breath. And ripple the knees forward. Walk the hands forward. Draw the hips to a slant as you hug the forearms in and lower heart and belly. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Cobra pose, little to no weight in the hands. Exhale, chin kisses the mat. And inhale, we rise. Flat back and then straight to our child's pose, right where we started. Hips to heels, arms extended. Yummy, yummy child's pose. Holding here, checking it out. How do we feel? What's the 411 here? Inhale, ripple it up, tabletop. Root and ground the hands and find your cow pose. Heart is going to extend forward and up. Tailbone draws up, belly drops down. Relax the shoulders. Exhale. Let's curl that tailbone in. You're going to spike the spine up like a cat. Relax the head and neck down just like you did in your forward fold. No holding through the head and the neck. Everything releases. Inhale, one more cow. Shine that heart up and forward to the heavens. And exhale. Let's curl it in. Find your cat. And inhale, neutral. Exhale, settle in. Let's go ahead and make our way onto our booty. Legs extended. So legs are long here. You're going to think of the legs like two levers, and you're going to bend your right foot. Draw your right foot onto your left lever, your left knee. Root the hands behind you and bend your left knee. Think about the left knee like a lever. You're controlling the depth of how deep you want to go in this pose, so the more you bend that left knee, that left lever, the more of a stretch you're going to get in the hip flexor and the right hip. The more you lower it, the more you're drawing yourself out. So you can control it. Try to keep the right foot flexed here and relax through the shoulders. Maybe add a little bit of movement here. And just allow everything to relax. We're taking it down. We're going to find modified twist here. So you're going to extend the left leg long again and just cross your right foot over the left knee. I'm going to engage my left foot so my toes are engaged, my foot is engaged, like there's a wall behind me, behind my foot. I'm going to use the palm of my right hand to push this right knee in. Same time, I'm going to draw my belly button in, lengthen through my heart, and extend my left hand. Now you can capture this knee with your inner elbow, or you can just grab the shin with your left hand. Find what feels accessible for you. I'm preparing for my twist, so I lengthen first, lifting through my heart, drawing everything in midline, like that block is still in between my inner thigh. And then I'm going to root my right hand behind me, and I'm going to twist and look over my right shoulder like I did in my revolve twist. Now don't crane too much. Use the breath to breathe into the twist. And as you breathe into it, you're twisting with the body and with the breath. Let's go ahead and release. Extend the right leg, bend your left knee and draw it onto your right lever. Your right knee this time. You're going to root the hands behind you, fingers pointing straight back, and bend your right lever. Keep that left foot flexed, a little bit of movement if you'd like here. This left hip is always my more finicky hip. So I'm going to really bend that right knee to get it open a little bit more. And I'm going to come into my breath here, so really find your breath. Keep it saucy. One more round of breath here. I'm going to lower my right leg, just cross my left over. Use the palm of my left thumb, push my knee in a little bit to get some activation through my inner thigh and to really get nice and contracted. For my twist, I'm going to lengthen my heart so I'm not drooping in my shoulders. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Extend the right hand, capture the knee with the inner elbow, or just grab the shin. Find your own adventure. Root the left hand behind you. Lift again. Exhale, twist. Try to relax that shoulder down. If you have overactive traps like myself, you really got to intentionally drop those shoulders down because they're always kind of tight and lifted up. And release. Extend the legs forward. Let's just shake them out. Shake, shake, shake. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bottoms of the feet come together. You're going to grab the feet with your hands, interlace the fingers, extend the heart. Press and push those knees down. So we're trying to get open through the hips and the inner thighs. Exhale, fold. Once again, drop those shoulders down. If you have overactive traps like me, drop them down and back. I'm just going to slowly come to the top of my mat here. I'm just redirecting myself. I'm going to slowly lift. Take those feet up with you. They're still in your Supta Baddha Konasana. And you're just going to roll back on the low back. Still in Supta Baddha Konasana. Just rocking left and right. Release the ankles, hug the knees into the chest. Extend the legs up to the heavens, roll out the legs, the ankles, and the wrists. Roll it all out. Come to your happy baby, grabbing the shins, ankles, outsides of the feet, insides of the feet, or hooking the two-piece fingers around the big toes. You got options. You can keep rocking if you like. Rock it out, I'll rock with you. And lengthen the right leg, lengthen the left. Open it up. Inner thighs come together again, release, and legs come down. Arms come down, Shavasana. Final resting posture. Heels, corners of the mat, hands either on the low belly or down along the mat. I like to draw my feet in for a Supta Baddha Konasana. You can feel free to join me here if you like. If it feels good on the insides of your thighs. Close the eyes here and begin to lull yourself into a state of meditation. Drop into it through your breathing. You're going to notice how my belly's going to really rise and fall. That's how intentional and how long and lengthened my breath is. I want you to try to mimic that. So you're going to really feel your belly impregnating with breath, and on the exhale, really feel the breath escape through the nostrils so that belly button sinks deep towards the spine. For the purposes of your meditation, feel free to keep staying here if you'd like. Finding that expanded breath, or you can slowly roll to the left or the right side of the body. Rest in a fetal position as we move into a close. Resting here for a moment. Then rising, coming to a seated position. At the top of your mat. Option for seated position, or you can come to Virasana, Thunderbolt pose. This is just super comfortable for me. It helps me to keep my back long. So you can come here as well, but find what feels good for you intuitively. We'll close our practice here. I invite you to find whatever hand mudra feels intuitive to you. Hand mudra being hand prayer. If you're not familiar with mudras, you can always come to traditional mudra, hands at heart center, a little space in between the palms, thumbs pressed into heart center. Go ahead and close the eyes here and take a deep inhale. Exhale out of the mouth. We'll each repeat one time. I've done my best. I leave the rest. Namaste. Namaste fam, I hope you enjoyed this video. Next week we'll be moving on to standing and balancing postures. If this video felt good in your body, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a moment with Yoga by Biala here every Monday. And don't forget to follow your girl on Instagram at Yoga by Biala for some daily tips and tricks on Ascension. I'll talk to you very soon and have a beautiful day, y'all.